All right. So good afternoon, and I want to encourage you to join me on time. Time is of the essence right now, and I know that some of you all are tired, I myself, right? So we are trying to look at topic 2 of the syllabus and of the broad topics. Now, they mentioned that they are bringing indices, linear, quadratic expressions, equations, and formulas. So that is exactly what we are going to do. They did list some other topics, but algebra is tested on question 2 and question 8 of the CSEC paper 2. So algebra not only comes in question 2, but it also comes in question 8 as well. So let's start. Simplify. P to the power 3 q squared multiplied by p q to the power 5. Now we're going to do the long method and we are going to do the short method as well. P to the power 3 means that we multiply p 3 times. Q to the power 2, we multiply q 2 times. So this now we are going to multiply p to the power 1 by q to the power 5. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4p. So this is p to the power 4. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Q to the power 7. Instead of listing all the terms in p cubed q squared, I could have simply worked out this question by adding the powers. As long as, and the rules of indices clearly state, as long as the base is the same, I can add 3 plus 1. And here the base is the same, q. I can add 2 plus 5. This will give me p to the power of 4, q to the power of 7. They did mention that you are getting indices, whether it is multiplication of indices or division of indices. On the 1st of June, CXC is going to test you on your ability to work out indices. Let's go. So I will give you 2 minutes.
1 second.
I will give you 2 minutes to try this question on your own. You have 2 minutes to try this question on your own to see what answer you will get.
Good evening, Miss.
Good afternoon, Tanisha. All right, so let's see what you have. 3x squared is simply 3 by x multiplied by 4x divided by 2 by x. The next thing is to see what could cancel. 2 can go into 4 2 times. X can cancel x. So here I will get 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, x to the power 4. Did you all get that?
Miss, I don't understand why you put 4 to the power of 4. You wouldn't put back the 2 and put 2x.
All right, just repeat that. Repeat that again, Serafina. I just need to hear exactly what you said. Go ahead.
I say, I don't know why you put 3x to the power of 4. You wouldn't be using the 2.
Oh, and I have to multiply this by 2. So this will be 6x to the power 4. And the reason why I put x to the power 4 is because I have x to the power of 1. Here I have x to the power of 1. Here I have x to the power of 1. Here I have x to the power of 1. And when the base is the same, I can add the powers. You understand now?
So you wouldn't be playing 2x.
Where is in the 2x?
How it have when you divide it 4, how it have 2 and have the 2 x's after it, you wouldn't be using the x's for the 2?
Yeah, well, I'm using the x here, but I'm adding this and this, I'm adding the powers of the x.
Oh, okay.
Right? So I'm multiplying. Remember, 3 is being multiplied by 2 to give 6. Now, for the indices now, since the base is the same, I just add the powers. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right?
Yeah.
Another way of working it out, let's say we don't want to do all that working, and let's say we want to work it out a little more simpler. So we have 3x squared multiplied by 4x cubed. So 3 by 4 is 12. X to the power 2 and x to the power 3. So I add the powers because the base is the same. This will give me 12x to the power 5. Now I have to divide 12x to the power 5 by 2x. This is going to cancel and give me 6. And because the base is the same and I am dividing, I will take away 1 from 5 and get 6x to the power 4. So whichever answer you prefer, it's fine, right? Just make sure you can multiply and you can divide indices because they say they are bringing indices in the 2022 June paper. Any questions so far?
No, miss.
Solve each of the following equations. So let us write this a different way. 3y over 2 is equal to 12. We are going to cross multiply. So 3y multiplied by 1 is equal to 12 multiplied by 2. Take it down and solve for y. All right. 3 by y is 3y. 12 twos are 24. We divide by the number in front of the y. Y is equal to 8. Did you all get that?
Yes, Miss.
Now, what I want to point out, because you are getting linear equations to solve, so chances are you may very well get something in the same format. Yes, this is a fraction. So the easiest thing to do is to write it as 3y on 2 equal to 12 over 1. In that way, you can cross opposite ends of the diagonal. So yes, questions in this particular format, you are expected to see on the 1st of June. In addition to that, they did mention that you have to solve quadratic expressions and equations. So this is a quadratic. Now, I don't want you to be discouraged about the algebra. Remember, there are topics and there are questions where we can score most marks. The algebra part is one of the parts that students do very poorly in, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to score any marks in the algebra question. So we are going to go through the topics, and I am hoping that at the end of the class, you can pick up a thing or two and you can score some marks. Now, this is a quadratic, right? We can go ahead and factorize this, but at this stage in the booklet, there is a quadratic formula as well. Now, we want to factorize this, and we can do it in two ways. We can do it using trial and error. Now, let us first examine 2x squared. The only way to get 2x squared from two factors is by placing 2x by x. That will give me my first term. So this will give me 2x squared. So I am supposed to know that the factors of 2x squared is 2 by x. So I already have that. Now I need to find the factors of 3. Now the factors of 3 is 1 by 3. Now when I am putting the factors of 3, I need to get 5. So let me show you what I mean. So if I put 1 and 3 here, right? Yes. When I multiply this, I will get 3, right? But I need to get -3 and +5. So I need to multiply 2x by 3. So watch this. Is inner, outer, middle, and inner. There's a method in which we multiply the brackets. First, last, inner, outer. So I multiplied the first terms. This is the first terms, 2x by x, to give me 2x squared. Then I multiplied the last terms, which is 1 by 3, to give 3. So now I have to multiply the outer and the inner. So here I will get 1x, and here 3 by 2 will give me 6x. But I want +5. So which means this operation here is going to be plus, and this is going to be negative. So in my brackets, either 2x minus 1 is 0, or x plus 3 is 0. So take it down and find for x for me. And I will show you how to complete this same question using the quadratic formula. that is given in the booklet. So take it out. All right, so we are supposed to have 2x is equal to 1, x is equal to a half, or x is equal to minus 3. Did you all get it?
Yeah, Miss.
Now, let us say that you cannot factorize. The question is worth about 2 marks, but you cannot factorize for whatever reason. You are to go in the front cover of the booklet. So let me show you exactly where you are going. So on the 1st of June, your mathematics paper will look something similar to this, where you have to put in your registration number, your school center number, etc. This is the cover page. Now, here we have the roots of quadratic equations. Are you all seeing that?
Yeah, Miss.
Are you all seeing a formula? X is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Can you all see that?
Yeah, Miss.
Now, that is what we call the quadratic formula. It works with quadratic equations and it gives us the value of x. So if you cannot factorize, all hope isn't lost. You don't even have to learn the formula. The formula is given to you in the front cover of the booklet. So let us apply this formula. All right, so let's see. So we have this equation. I'm going to write it back. 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. All we need to do before applying this formula is identifying the value a, b, and c. A is 2. B is 5. C is negative 3. So x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Yes, it is looking like a lot, right? But we already identified the values of a, b, and c. So it's just a matter of putting it into the formula and getting the answer. So minus b minus 5 plus or minus the square root of b squared, 5 squared, minus 4 by 2 by -3 all over 2a. We're going again. This is going to merge and give me a plus. So x is -5 plus or minus 5 squared, 25. 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 is 24. 24 plus 25 is 49. So watch how my answer becomes easy now. -5 plus or minus the square root of 49 over 2. We know the square root of 49 is 7. So either x is -5 minus 7 over 2, or x is equal to -5 plus 7 over 2. So x is equal to 2 over 2, which is equal to 1, or x is equal to -12 over 2, x is equal to 6. Now I didn't get the same answer. So let's see what's going on in this question here. All right, so we are supposed to get the same answers from the start. Did anybody pick up an error? 7, 2, 6, and 1. Did anybody pick up an error?
Yeah, miss.
Which part?
2a, miss. If we get to
Multiply. Oh,
yeah.
So here, 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 here. Right, thank you. So 2a will be 2 by 2, which is 4. Here will be 4, 4. This will be 4, 4, 4. So 2 over 4 is a half, and this is -3. So whichever method you choose to use in factorizing, you will get the same answer. Now I know this is a bit new, and the trial and error takes some time to perfect it. However, this formula is given to you in the booklet. So if you don't know how to factorize for 2 marks, use the formula and you will get the same answer. So please, if you see, and you will see a quadratic to solve, because they did say in the broad topic, they are bringing a quadratic for you to solve. So if you cannot use the trial and error method, please use the quadratic formula. All right, so let me leave this up for a minute or two in case you want to take down anything, and we will move along. All right, is anybody writing? All right, let's continue. They said they are bringing formula, and the only thing they bring with regards to the formula is transposition, or change in the subject of the formula. Now, remember when I mentioned the KFC sandwich and we had to take it apart to get to the chicken or to get to the lettuce? It is the same principle that applies to the subject of the formula. Look at where x is located. X is a fraction with denominator 5. So we cannot interfere with that just yet. Here's what I want you to do. You take down the question. You are moving this 3p first. The sign must change. So move it across and then multiply each side by 5 to make x the subject. So try it. I'm giving you 2 minutes. We want to make x the subject. You are supposed to have y minus 3p is equal to x over 5. Now we have not isolated x. X is a fraction. To get rid of the fraction, we multiply both sides by 5. So we will get 5 open bracket y minus 3p is equal to x. Did you all get it?
Yeah, miss.
Now, I want you to be mindful of what you are doing, especially in the subject of the formula. Look at this. This is what I want to get. So I must remove this. And the only way to remove this is by taking it to the other side. When I remove it here, it becomes a negative. So this gives me y minus 3p. Then I still have x over 5. And the only way for me to get this as x only, I need to multiply both sides by 5. So here I get 5 open bracket y minus 3p equal to x. They say to solve the equation. Yes, they mentioned they are bringing quadratic. This is a quadratic. The highest power of x is 2. So they can very well bring a question similar to this. Here, we can use what we call the common factor method. So x is found in this term. X is also found in this term. So I have 2x squared, which is x 2 by x by x. 9x is 9 by x. What is common? What term is common? X. So if I circle the x, I can place it outside. And for my first term, I am left with 2x uncircled. I am keeping my subtraction sign, and 9 is not circled. Here I have factorized it. There was no need for me to use the quadratic formula because if you notice, I didn't have any constant. So it was easy for me to pull out the common factor. So remember, for quadratic, you must have two solutions. So here, either x is equal to 0 or 2x minus 9 is 0. I want you to solve this for x. So take it down and solve for x. You are solving for x by removing this to this side. Here we are making x the subject. So we wanted x equal. So remove the minus 9 to this side and then divide by 2. All right. So when I remove minus 9, it becomes plus 9. I have 2x is 9. How much is 1x? 2 bottles of water cost $9. So x is equal to 4.5. Did you all get that?
Yeah, miss.
All right, let's continue. We have 2 indices question. You have to take 2 minutes and work it out. Go ahead, because they say they are bringing indices. So try it. Are we finished? Is anybody still writing?
Yes.
All right. So 3 by 4 is 12. P to the power 2 plus 5, we will get 12p to the power 7. Remember to put your answer on the dotted line. Did you all get that?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
miss.
Now, remember in the algebra question, we are trying to get as many marks as possible. So although this is 1 mark, it still counts, right? So we are trying to get as many marks as possible. This one, I believe, is 2 marks. So let's see. Remember, when we divide a fraction, we change the division to multiplication and we flip it. 3x over 4y cubed multiply by 20y squared over 21x squared. Now, for those of you who cannot cancel it, let us expand it. 3 over 3x, 4, we multiply in y 3 times. Then we have 20 y 2 times, 21x 2 times. Here we have to cancel. X will cancel, y will cancel, y will cancel. 3 can go into 21 7 times. 4 can go into 25 times. In my numerator, I have 5. And in my denominator, I have 7xy or 5 over 7yx. Did you all get it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, remember the rules of indices. When the base is the same, we add the powers. That is when we are multiplying, right? We go in again. Factorize.
If you go back for a second, please.
Factorize the expression completely. So let me write it here. 5h squared minus 12hg. Remove the common factor. So write 5h squared as the product of factors. Write 12hg as the product of factors. Remove the common factor and factorize the expression. So go ahead. Let me know when you all are ready, okay? All right, so 5h squared is 5 by h by h. Did you all get that?
Yeah, miss.
12hg, 12 by h by g. So the only factor that is common is h. So I'm going to put h outside, and in my bracket, for my first term, I am going to put 5h. I am keeping my subtraction sign, and I have 12g. Did you all get that?
Yeah, miss.
All right, we have this to factorize, but let us use the quadratic formula. So let's try it. We can't leave anything to chance, and this is a whole 2 marks. So identify A for me, identify B, which is -1, identify C, which is -6. So use the quadratic formula. X is equal to minus B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. So give it a try. You know what? They didn't say to solve. They said to factorize. So let me try it using the trial and error. You must know what will give me 2x. So we're doing it first, last. So do that for me. Let's try it. They didn't say to solve, just factorize. What are the factors that will give you 2x squared? Does anybody know? What factors will give me 2x squared?
Means 2x by x.
2x by x. Who can confirm that?
Yeah, miss.
Right. Now, I need to get -6. So I can try 1 by 6 or 2 by 3. So let me try the 1 by 6. If I put 1 here and I put 6 here, here I will get 1x, and here I will get 2x by 6. This is 12. That doesn't make any sense. So I can change that. Let me put 6 here and 1. This will give me 6x and 2x. I still don't have x. So I will try 2 and 3. So if I put 2 here and 3, this will give me 2x, and this will give me 6x. I don't want that. Let me try it. Let me switch it now. Here is 3x, and this is 2. Now watch this. 3x, and this is 4x. I want to get minus x, so this must be negative and this must be positive. For 2 marks, it is trial and error. If you can't get it, right? They didn't say to solve, so we can't use the quadratic formula. Another way that we can do it is using the product and sum method, which is very long and time consuming, right? So let me show you how the product and sum method goes. A is equal to 2. B is equal to -1. C is equal to -6. The product is A by C. This is 2 by -6, which is -12. And the sum is -1. The factors of 12, 1 by 12, 2 by 6, 3 by 4. You have to choose the factors that will give you -1. These are the factors. So for us to get -12, the bigger number must be negative. So 2x squared, and I am replacing this middle term with -4x plus 3x plus 3x minus 6. Here, x is common, so I can remove x. I will get, or I can remove 2x. I will get x minus 2. Here, 3 is common. Notice my two brackets are the same. So in one bracket, I have x minus 2, and in my second bracket, I have 2x plus 3. So whichever method you choose, it's fine. If they give you to solve, all fine and well, use the quadratic formula. Now, at this stage, if you cannot factorize, that's fine. It is only 2 marks. I do not expect you to get every single mark in the algebra question. If you cannot get this 2 marks, that is fine, right? At this stage, we are working with whatever we have. So if this is a 2-mark question and you can't do it, well, there is something else that you can do to get some marks. I know it is late, and this method takes some time, as well as this one takes some practice. What you can do, you can practice the questions to ensure that you get the correct answer, right? Now, they say that you have to solve the equation. This one you can do, and this is also worth 2 marks. How are we going to solve this? Could anybody tell me? What is the first thing we must do? Here I have a bracket. We have to remove the bracket. Very good, Rihanna. How am I removing the bracket? What am I multiplying the terms by? What is the number in front of the bracket?
3.
3. So multiply r by 3, multiply -5 by 3. All right, what is 3 by r?
3r.
Right?
R.
And what is 3 by -5? 3 multiplied
-15.
-15. Notice that here we have more r compared to this side. So carry this on this side and carry the 15 on this side and solve for r. This is 2 marks that we can get. So try it. Did you all get R equal to 9?
Yes, miss.
Here we have subject of the formula. This is what they are bringing in question 2. They did bring formula, and the only thing they can bring is transposition. What do we want to make? K. So here what to do? Write it down, circle this term in K. What is not circled on the right-hand side? What term is not circled on this side?
Plus 3t.
Plus 3t. So therefore, that is the first thing I am going to remove. Write down the equation and remove this to this side. Go ahead. Come, we have to get this 2 marks. Go ahead. So you're supposed to have 2a minus 3t is equal to pi k squared. Do you all have that?
Yeah, miss.
Right. I want to get k, but k is squared, so circle that. What is not circled?
Pi.
Pi. Pi is being multiplied. There's no addition or subtraction between pi and k squared. It is being multiplied. So therefore, we have to divide both sides by pi. Divide it and see what could cancel on the right-hand side. So you're supposed to have 2a minus 3t on pi is equal to k squared. Do you all have that?
Yeah, miss.
Now, to remove the square, take square roots. So therefore, the square root of 2a minus 3t on pi is equal to k. I can remove the square here by taking the square root. And that is my answer. So I can't see anything too difficult here that you can't get this 2 marks. So take down what you need. Let us continue.
Yeah, miss.
Are we finished?
Yeah, miss.
All right, let's do this one. You're doing for me part A. Factorize that. Notice 4 is a factor of 4 and 4 is a factor of 12. So write each term as the product of factors. Since 4 is a factor, I will write 12 as 4 by 3. What is common?
4 and n, miss.
4 and n. So right away, 4 and n, 4n goes outside, and everything that was not circled goes back in. Did you all get that?
Yeah, miss.
I'm leaving this question for last. Make V the subject. So just like we have to transpose this formula, the first thing we're going to do, so I'm going to give you a hint. The first thing we need to do is square both sides. To remove the square root, square both sides. Just now we had a square and we had to take the square roots. So when we want to remove the square root, we square both sides. Now, make V the subject. Go ahead and try it. Make V the subject. All right. So we remove 5 first. So I have p squared minus 5 over equal to vt. Do you all have that?
Yeah, miss.
How am I going to remove t?
By
T,
dividing.
t is being multiplied by v, and the opposite of multiply is divide. So watch this magic. So here I have v is p squared minus 5 over t. Did you all get that?
Yeah, miss.
All right, last one. Try it. Are we finished?
Yeah, miss.
Find the value of n. So they're asking you for a number. So don't put anything else beside a number. N is equal to the square root of 49. N is equal to 7. Did you all get that?
Yes, miss.
Make T the subject. Well, I have to remove this. And the only way for me to remove that is to square both sides. So n squared is equal to t. Did you all get that?
Yeah, miss.
Are we okay so far?
Yes, miss.
Last question, and then we end here. Show that. So I want you to take down this for me and take down this and try it, and we will correct it next day. So take it out.